Sanatanaaya Sukshmaya Sugunaya Sushantaya Sampurnaya Sushilaya Srinivasaya Te Namaha. A very, very interesting sloka. And we are going to wake up Bhagavan itself. Starting from this only, Bhagavan is going to be woken up. Athyadi sapta rishaya samupasya sandhyam. Akasha sindhu kamalani manoharani adaya padayugamarchayitum prapannaha Sheshadri Shekhara Vibho Tava Suprabhatam. Annangaracharya Swami is seeing what is happening early in the mornings. He is able to see the Sapta Rishis. Sapta Rishis are coming here to offer their namaskaras to Bhagavan early in the morning. Usually it is said that Bhagavan, why did he choose to be on top of the hill? Because he wanted a common place. Now think about it, when we all want to meet for a get together, we don't want to go to a place which is long distance away. So what do we say? Let's meet in a common place. I'll also come midway, you also come midway, let's meet somewhere here, right? So Bhagavan says, now the Devas are in the Bhuhu Bhuvaha Suvaha Loka. Now all these rishis and all are in a different place. Humans are in a different place. Let us meet in some place which is common for everybody to access. So what he does, he goes and stays on top of the hill. So the Devas travel a little bit to come to the hill. The Rishis travel a little bit. We all climb up the mountain and go reach Bhagwan. So everybody is there worshipping him together. So that is why he chose the hill itself. So Acharyas have beautiful anubhavas, to explain these things. The great devotee, Annangaracharya Swami, is speaking about the Sapta Rishis to start with. And he says, Atri Ityadi Rishis. All the 7 Rishis are there. Atri. Usually, whenever we are cooking rice, how do we know that it is boiled? We'll just pick on one rice and see if it is boiled. If one is there, then we say that the entire pot is cooked, right? Similarly, in Venkatesha Suprabhatam, we will notice many places a sample is given and Ityadi will be mentioned, which means that things like that. Here, Atri and others would mean Saptarishi. All the 7 rishis are taken into account. Vanita Bihi, all the spouses. So like that, wherever it is like a ... we take the entire group as the representation there. Rishi, Atri, Adi and others like that. Sapta Rishi, all the 7 rishis. Samupasya. So they are there to do the upasana of Bhagavan, to come and worship him. They are coming. Sandhyam. Here, the Prata Sandhya is mentioned, where the night meets the early morning. That's the dawn time. So, Samupasya Sandhyam. So, they've completed the Sandhya and they are here to offer their worship to Bhagavan. Now, what do they bring? Akasha Sindhu Kamalani. So, from the Akasha Sindhu, Sindhu is the river. Akasha Sindhu, from the Akasha Sindhu, Kamalani, the lotus. So the previous sloka also had lotus, Mata Mahalakshmi. That thought is still there in the author's mind. How beautiful Mata Mahalakshmi, her lotus eyes, her glances, everything is there. Now the rishis are also bringing lotus, Kamalani. And how are these? So earlier he used the word Manohara for Mata, right? So she captivates us. Here also he says Manoharani. These lotuses are also Manohara. So he is connecting everything to Mata Mahalakshmi. Manoharani. These flowers are also so captivating because only the best can be offered to Bhagavan. Adhaya. Come there. Padayugam archayitum. So having taken these flowers, Padayuga, your pair of feet, Archa, in order to worship it. Prapannaha. Prapanna means one who have taken refuge in you. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Prapanna is used, right? The 7th sloka, 2nd chapter. Shishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam will be used. So Prapanna, those who surrender. Sheshadri Shekhara Vibho. Now, another hill is mentioned here. In fact, this will be very frequently mentioned. I'll explain this in a minute. Sheshadri, the hill, Shekhara, Vibhu, Vibhutvam, Sarva Vyapitvam we say. He's there everywhere, Vibhu. Tava Suprabhatam, or may this auspicious dawn be unto you. Tava Suprabhatam. Sapta Rishis are of very, very significant importance to us. Here, Atri is mentioned as the leader of these Sapta Rishis. When Bhagavan Sri Rama and Sita Devi went to the forest in Chitrakuta, they visited Atri Anusuya's place. Current Sapta Rishis are Atri, Kashyapa, Bharadwaja, Vishwamitra, Gautama, Jamadagni, and Vashishta Maharishi. They are the 7 Sapta Rishis. Sapta is 7, Sapta Rishis, 7 Rishis. Now, these Sapta Rishis have different roles to perform. In fact, because of them, we are existing today. So you can see them as stars, right? So they have very, very long life. And when they do tapasya, their tapasya is so deep that they can capture the Veda mantras and transfer it to others. So they are like the knowledge base. These rishis are able to tune themselves so well that they are able to hear the Vedas which are in the air, because it's all shabdas, right? It is all in the air as sound waves. They are able to grab that and then give it to others. So unless we have so much of focus, concentration, the laser sharp mind, that is not possible. The Sapta Rishis are said to have that. So that is one of their important traits, because of which, in fact, many of us have our gotras which will go back all the way to Sapta Rishis. Sapta Rishis can see our past, present, and future. They have that ability. They can predict what is going to happen in the future. They know all what has happened. They know what is happening now. So they have that divine vision. They are the main reason for the human race existence itself. So much for the Sapta Rishis that the Acharya starts with Sapta Rishis. The Atri, Ityadi Sapta Rishis are coming here to offer their obeisance to you, O Bhagavan. Akasha Sindhu. There are multiple ways of interpreting this. One is the Akasha Ganga is the water which is in the Tirumala hills itself. Even today, they bring water from Akasha Ganga to do the Tirumanjanam for Bhagavan early in the morning, to do the Abhishekam. Even today, the priests bring that beautiful water and they offer their namaskaras. In fact, it is said that even if people spend 12 years in doing Tirtha Yatra, including the Ganga river, one night at the Akasha Ganga is identical. For they say that for the greatness of the Akasha Ganga. So that can be the Akasha Ganga. The second explanation can be the celestial Akasha Ganga, because these rishis are coming from their location. So, northeastern hemisphere. From there, they are bringing the actual celestial water in order to offer it to Bhagavan. Akasha Sindhu. Kamalani Manoharani. The Saptarishi Mandala is called the Ursa Major, the Big Dipper. So from there they are coming. On the way they are picking up the water, and the lotus. So the lotus can here again be in the celestial lotus, or it can be the lotus in the Akasha Ganga in Tirumala. The Kamalani here can also be the mantra pushpam, which they all recite the mantras, which gives great happiness to Bhagavan. So the Sri Suktis, the Tamil Prabandhams, Annamacharya Kirtanas, everything is recited. Manoharani, which captivates the mind. Akasha Sindhu Kamalani Manoharani Adaya Pada Yugamachaitum Prapannaha. So they are bringing everything, and then what do? They surrender at the feet of Bhagavan Venkatesha. Pada Yugalam. So to the pair of the feet. Sheshadri Shekhara Vibho Tava Suprabhatam. Hey Vibho. Vibho means the person who is manifesting everywhere. You're omnipresent, you're omnipotent, you have all the powers, you're everywhere. And that kind of God chose Sheshadri to be available for us. He is Swayambhu Bhagavan, right? He came by himself. Sheshadri Shekhara Vibho. Now, when Bhagavan comes to a particular place, what happens is everybody want to be with Bhagavan. So Mata Mahalakshmi has now come as Padmavati Tayar, right? So she's become Goddess Padmavathi. She is there with him, always in his heart. What happens to Adishesha? Adishesha is always with Bhagavan. When Bhagavan became Rama, Adishesha became Lakshmana. When Bhagavan became Krishna, Adishesha became Balarama, right? Now Bhagavan has become Venkatesha. What happened to Adishesha? Adishesha has become the Sheshadri hill. So that entire hill is Adishesha. Bhagavan wanted him to be in his shape as Adishesha, as the hill. On top of it, Bhagavan comes, right? So that Adishesha, Bhagavan is called as the Seshi, the Lord. Shesha means the subservient to the Lord. Sheshi, Shesha, right? So Shesha, Adi, the first Sesha, Pradhana Sesha is Adishesha, right? The first person who is subservient to Bhagavan is called Adishesha. So that form is revered as the Sheshadri. This hill is known as Adishesha's hill. So when we say Sheshadri Shekhara Vibho, which means the one who is residing as the Lord, as the Vibhu on the Sheshadri hill. Tava Suprabhatam. We offer Suprabhatam, may auspiciousness be to you. It is Bhagavan. Adishesha will never be without Bhagavan. Wherever Avatara is taken, he will come with it. We should remember that concept. So we will recite this once. Atyadi sapta rishaya samupasya sandhyam Akasha sindhu kamalani manoharani Adaya pada yugamarchayitum prapannaha Sheshadri shekhara vibho Tava Suprabhatam Kayena vacha manasendriyaiva buddhyatmana va pranude svabhavat karomi yatyat sakalam parasmai narayanaayeti samarpayami.